Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bethel International School. We shall now begin our graduation and recognition ceremony. Please welcome in our midst the faculty of Bethel International School, school year 2017. Okay. Let us free the space for the 10th grade. I'm sorry. Let's welcome in our midst our senior high graduates. Henry Hagay Kwa. Nick Prince Ismail. Hee-Ju Kim. Jotham Opiniano. Sean Kelmer Kibral. Roma Rimban. Samran Sedu. Minji Song. Henry Uy. John Wales Flowerstein Uy. Nicolai Villegas. Mark Jason White. Hannah Pearl Alvarez. Alanis Campo. Julian May Castillejas. Roslyn Lina Hoffman. Halim Khan. Santipi Glenn Pontejos. Dashlin Sidhu. And Suklin Sidhu. batch of senior high school graduates. Sydney Jackson. Sydney will be escorted by his parents, Mr. Edward Shatso, and his mom, Dr. Gina Shatso. So walking down the aisle, Hee-chan will be escorted by his parents, Mr. Yu Hwan Kim, and his mom, Mrs. Ji Min Kim. Dominic will be escorted by his parents, by his father, Mr. Alvin Lau Hu, and his sister, Miss Isabel Lau Hu. James Hezron Malazarte. James will be accompanied by his dad, Mr. Adonis Malazarte, and his mom, Mrs. Ronella Malazarte. To escort him down the aisle, Sean will be accompanied by his dad, Mr. Felicissimo Estefano Ruiz, and his mom, Mrs. Leticia Ruiz. Gabriel Chu. Lance will be escorted by his parents, Mr. Louis Chu and Mrs. Donna Chu. Kennard will be accompanied by his dad, Mr. Eddie Uy, and mom, Mrs. Kathleen Uy. Angela Marie Abuyabor. To walk her down the aisle, Angel will be escorted by her parents, Dr. Felicissimo Aboyabor III and Dr. Geraldine Aboyabor. Thyla will be accompanied by her dad, Mr. Joselito Aguirre, and Mrs. Geraldine Aguirre. parents, Mr. Neil Caminforte and Mrs. Elkie Caminforte. Yajin Kang. Yajin will be escorted by her dad, Mr. Byung-hee Kang, and her mom, Mrs. Yoon Soo-joo. Lopez. Pia will be accompanied by her parents, Mr. Florencio Lopez Jr. and Mrs. Liberty Lopez. Tana will be escorted by her mom, Mrs. Carlene Nikal. Mira Angela Obama. To walk her down the aisle, Mira will be escorted by her mom, Mrs. Boreta Obala. Aliana will be escorted by her parents, Mr. Rodolfo Flyder II and Mrs. Charmaine Flyder. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the faculty of Bethel International School, school year 2017-2018. From the preschool department, from our elementary department, department, non-homeroom teachers, part-time teachers, and from our senior high teachers. Welcome our very own school principal, Ms. Lucy Subal, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Willard Chan, and the rest of the members of the Board of Trustees. Let's also welcome our commencement speaker for tonight. May I request everyone everybody to please rise for the invocation, which will be led by Hee-chan Kim. After the invocation, please remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem to be conducted by Alaika Kamenforte.
Let's pray. Dear God, we thank you for this special day. Be with us as we celebrate the achievements of our studies. Thank you for each opportunity you have given us to learn and grow this school year and all these years. We praise you for every struggle and challenge we have overcome, as they have molded us into the people we are today. May each student know your presence in their lives and understand how to use their abilities and knowledge for your kingdom and glory. We pray that you guide each one of us, especially the graduating class, as we face and adjust to a new environment and people. May we enjoy this evening as we commemorate this momentous occasion and prepare for the next school year. Continue to shower every family gathered here with blessings upon blessings. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Let us listen to Tyla Aguirre as she delivers her welcome address. A round of applause, please.
Mr. Willard Chan, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, to the members of the Bethel Board of Trustees, Ms. Luz Isabal, our school principal, distinguished guest speaker, Mr. Jimmy Ocasin Jr., dear parents, beloved teachers, students, fellow graduates, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant afternoon to all of you. Allow me to welcome you to the graduation and recognition ceremony of Bethel International School for school year 2017 to 2018. One of the most important occasions in a student's life is none other than his or her graduation event. However, for us senior students all over the Philippines, our graduation is a very significant event in the history of the Philippine educational system. As you all know, we belong to the first batch of seniors to graduate from the K-12 program. We now join students in the Western countries who finish schooling after 14 years. Thus, we believe that we can compete globally in the world market of education, creativity, and other intellectual skills. Today's event is marked as both a joyful yet a painful one. A feeling of joy for having been able to accomplish our goals and knowing that we are ready to soar to new heights. At the same time, we feel the pain of having to say goodbye to our dear alma mater, Bethel International School, and the significant people, our teachers and our mentors, who have played a huge part in nurturing not only our academic lives, but our spiritual lives as well. As we leave these precious halls that we consider our second home, let us remember to uphold and epitomize the noble mission of our dear alma mater and of which we have been guided by. To develop global citizens who are competent, responsible, possessing an international perspective, and equipped with values grounded on biblical truth, to serve as leaders and models of change in an interdependent world. As future alumni, let us each strive to not only accomplish this mission, but to embody it as well in the real world. My fellow graduates, we are about to enter into the college world, a jungle of learning and pathways to discoveries that will reveal what the future holds for each of us. Yet we, seniors, face the future with confidence because Bethel has taught and prepared us well. Thus, we bring with us the values and knowledge that Bethel has instilled in us and face the challenges of the real world with God by our side. Class of 2018, we have long anticipated this day, some with eagerness, some with anxiety, and some with a complicated mix of emotions. After 14 years of schooling, we can hold our head high with an understandable pride because we finally did it and we did it well. Dear parents, honored guests, beloved teachers, students, ladies and gentlemen, I consider it a great honor and privilege to welcome you tonight. To my dear fellow graduates, I wish you all the best in the coming years. Indeed, may the years to come be kind to all of us, and may God and His wisdom bless us with success. Once again, a warm welcome to all of you who have come to celebrate with us tonight's historical and momentous occasion in our lives. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Thyla. May I call Kathleen Caminforte to please come up and introduce our commencement speaker this afternoon.
Honored guests, parents, members of the Board of Trustees, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today, we have the great privilege to listen to our esteemed commencement speaker. Our speaker for today was born in Tacloban City. He pursued his formal education at the Leyte Progressive High School, in which he graduated valedictorian. He then obtained his accounting degree in the University of the Philippines, where he once again excelled and graduated magna cum laude. Our guest speaker also has 2 MBAs, one from the Kellogg School of Management from the Northwestern University of Chicago, and another at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. In the year 2000, he was the Junior Chamber International's Vice President for Southeast Asia, and then in the following year, he was the National President of the Philippine JCs. Our speaker is a natural-born leader and passionate about the youth. He served as Commissioner of the National Youth Commission, a government agency in the Philippines that specifically addresses issues surrounding the Filipino youth. From 2003 to 2008, he also assumed the role of City Administrator of Tacloban City. Today, our speaker serves as Chairman and President of Toyota Tacloban, Calbayog, and Bataan, among numerous other business endeavors. He is married and has 3 beautiful children, Amber, Joshner, and Adriel. Father, husband, entrepreneur, community leader. These are just some of the roles that our guest speaker plays. Let us welcome to the stage Mr. Jimmy Alcacin Jr.
Thank you very much, Kathleen. Dear graduates, parents, ladies and gentlemen, we're finally here. I will always know this batch as Joshner's batch. It's Because of Yolanda, that Joshua is not here to graduate with you, but I would have loved it if he had joined you for this special day. So what's next after Bethel? What college are you going to? Have you sought God's will before you decided? Let me share with you a story of Amber. Amber graduated 2 years ago, and she did her summer course in the AJSS in Ateneo. So she was, the summer in Ateneo, the summer school kind of orients you and, brainwashes you to go into Ateneo. So here she was all primed up for Ateneo. All the while, she was prayerfully asking for God's guidance. But she wanted to go to Ateneo. And then she said, if I pass UP-BAA, I think it's God's will for me to go to UP. So she passed UP-BAA, the exams for UP-BAA. She passed Ateneo, the exams for management honors. But still she wanted to go to Ateneo. So even if she had passed UP-BAA, which she asked the Lord as a sign for, she still wanted to go to Ateneo. So here we were. We attended the Ateneo open house, where they showed you different subjects. They did sample teachings. They tried to explain to you what management honors program is all about. And during the open forum, Amber asked this question. She asked the director of the Ateneo program for management honors, the director, he said, I also passed UP-BAA. What can you bring to the table to convince me to enroll in Ateneo? And the director of the Ateneo school for management honors says, oh, you passed UP-BAA. If I were you, I'd go to UP. So, what? And Amber was so surprised, we were so shocked. I said, why? He said, well, they gave a number of reasons, and I said, are you an Ateneo director for management honors, or you're the UP director for BAA? And needless to say, my daughter Amber is now in UP. When we went home, she said, oh, the Lord's voice was loud and clear for me, using an unexpected source to tell me to go to UP. And she's now in UP, and she's happy there. Joshner, on the other hand, your classmate, he passed management engineering in Ateneo. And all the while, he was still praying and asking the Lord to guide him which school he will go to. He said, but I still want to pass UP. As you all know, UP's entrance exams, the results came out a little late, right? So he said, I still want to pass UP. I said, why? Just for bragging rights. But I also want to go to Ateneo. Fine. But he said, he told me that if he passes UP Diliman, he will go to Ateneo. He just wants to pass. Para sabihin lang pumasa siya. And then he passed. But UP, Tacloban. And so he said, what is the Lord telling me now? And after prayerfully considering it, he's coming to Tacloban for his first year for accountancy. But he will transfer in the second year. But he felt that the Lord's guidance was for him to come to Tacloban. Needless to say, in anything you do, you always seek the Lord's will in your life. And my kids did that. It says, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find. And so, with my two kids, really, I felt that it was God's guidance for them to go to the college where they are and will be going. Romans 8:28 says, we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who are called according to His purpose. Today on your graduation day, we have mixed emotions. And I think it's not only the graduates, it's the parents as well. Parents, we are filled with anxiety and fear for their future. For years, we have been the helicopter parents hovering over our children. And now they're going out of our reach, they're going out of our sight. We are afraid of their friends, their new friends in college. Who will their friends be? We don't know the parents of their friends. We don't know where they're from. We don't know what kind of friends they are. We don't know their background. We don't know their characters. We don't know what kind of influence they will be on our children. They don't know what kind of influence they will be on you. What kind of friends will you have in college? And we're also worried because of the distance. What if he gets sick? What if he has a fever? I'm here in Tacloban and the kids are in Cebu and Manila. Who will take care of them? If they don't know their homework, who can they ask? And for the kids, if you run out of allowance and your parents are here, nako, problema din yan. And then you meet a new set of teachers in college. The teachers here are more patient. The teachers there, they don't care. They only see you in their class. After that, you're just a number. They only know your student number and nothing else. And then there's academic freedom and grades. Here, you get a low grade, you can ask the teacher why. You're given a deadline, you can ask the teacher to stretch. In college, it's a totally different ballgame. Now, of course, you'll be going into a different environment. You'll be thinking, here in Bethel, you go out, you take a jeep, you go to Robinsons, you go anywhere else, you feel safe. You go to Cebu, you go to Manila, it's a different story. You don't know the place, you don't know the terrain, you don't know who the people outside the gates are. Your problems of safety, of traffic, of commute, and if you're driving and they get caught, you don't know who to call, right? And you don't know what to do with your free time. And these are all problems that you will face when you go to college. But remember what the word of the Lord says. It says in Joshua, it says, be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right nor to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep the book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written on it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. At night, you know, it's a strange story, but it's a story of a kid when he's lost. What he does is he looks at the night sky and tries to look for the northern lights, or he tries to look for the north star and the night star, and that will be his compass to guide. And it's the same way, you know, if the parents feel nostalgic. I told my kids, you know, in Tacloban, if I miss you, I just look at the night sky, look at the stars, and I know that we're seeing the same stars. And that's the way it's going to be in the future from now on. We thank God for telephones, for Skype, for Viber, but you know, every time I call my kids, they say, hello, 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 but I can't hear you. Just call later. And you don't know whether it's true or not. But I'm sure you'll all experience the same thing, except when they need an allowance. Now, how will you do well when you go out into the college world? Let me share with you some tips. Number one, stand your ground. You may want to try new things. You may want to impress your friends in college because you don't know them. You want to be the best dressed. You want to show them that, hey, even if you're from Manila, if you're from Cebu, even if I'm from Tacloban, I'm not going to be the provinciano type of student. So you want to impress them. You know, the biggest problem when you get to college is really peer pressure. Because there are new friends, new influences. They try to sway you to this side or that side. And sometimes you follow because nahiya ka, nakikisama lang. But remember, sheep follow sheep and wolves follow wolves. So if you follow the wolves, you will become wolves. My son had a recent problem when they had a social ball. Some of the kids in their class went out to a bar, and I don't know why they chose an event place with a bar next to it, but they went to the bar. And some of the friends wanted to try drinking. And Joshner saw them drinking. He went out to tell them not to drink. So he went to the bar, stayed with them to make sure they're okay and that they don't drink too much. But then they got caught. And of course, Joshner was caught with them. And even though he did not drink, he had the same punishment as the rest of them. Why? Because he was there in a place that was not allowed. So do not fool yourself into thinking you can just go with them and not do the same things as they do. It's okay. Let me tell you, it's not. If something happens, if something goes wrong, you're right in the middle of it. So wolves follow wolves. So set your path straight. Be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else because that already belongs to someone else. Okay? Just be yourself. Be like Joshua. It says, choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Second, light up the darkness. It is not enough to go in there and be part of the forgotten majority in the college. Or, let them know who you are. Be yourself and let them know you. The Lord says, if you are ashamed of me, I will be ashamed of you. So you just have to stand your ground, and actually, they will respect you more. If they know your convictions are firm, they will respect you more. Thirdly, focus. There are many distractions out there. Friends, events, relationships. Paul said in Corinthians, do you not know that in a race, all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way that you will get the prize. Therefore, I do not run as one running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. There was one church member who was complaining to the pastor. He says, Pastor, I don't like to go to your church anymore. Pastor says, why? Because when I go to church, there's somebody texting while you're preaching the sermon. There's somebody chatting with his seatmate. There's even somebody reading the newspaper when you're giving your sermon. So I don't want to go to your church anymore. And the pastor says, okay, next week you come back, I'll give you a task. And then you can leave the church if you don't want to. So the following week, the lady went to church, and the pastor gave her a cup filled with water to the brim. And he says, okay, when I start my sermon, you go to the back of the church, just go around the church, make sure the water doesn't spill. So the lady did just that. And after she went around the church, she came back to the pastor. The pastor asked her, so did you see anyone texting? Did you see anyone reading the newspaper or chatting while I was giving my sermon? And the lady says, no. I was trying to make sure the water doesn't spill from the cup. In the same way, when you go to college, remember to focus on the prize. Your prize is a college degree. Make sure the water doesn't spill from the cup. Don't listen to the friends around you. Don't look at the other people around you. Don't care what they are doing. Just make sure you focus on the prize. Then you will finish the race well. And of course, the fourth one is overcoming mistakes. Let me tell you what older people like us learn. The first thing is, it is much less painful to learn from the mistakes of others than to learn from your own. When people tell you don't do it, don't try to do it just to make sure that they are correct. Okay? If we made a mistake before and we tell you don't do it, then learn from our mistakes. Second, if you make a mistake, do not lie, do not cover. Admit your mistake, make amends, move forward. Do not compound your mistake with another mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Okay? And do not lie. It's difficult to keep on lying because later on it's so hard to keep track of what you said. So the easiest way is just to tell the truth. And the parents are here. We cannot help you if we do not know what you are facing. We cannot help you if we don't know what you did. So if you make a mistake, it's natural. Let us know. We will help you go through it. There was a story of two young boys. They were playing with their dog one day, and they asked the dog to fetch the ball. And they were wondering, when they threw the ball went to the neighbor's fence. And so the dog jumped over the fence, went to the neighbor's garden. And when the dog came back, the dog was holding something in his mouth. And so the two young boys saw the thing and said, oh my goodness, it is the rabbit, the favorite pet rabbit of the neighbor. And the rabbit is dead. The two boys says, oh no, what are we gonna do? So what they did was, okay, let's clean up the rabbit, wash the rabbit, clean it from the mud, from the blood. And when they saw their neighbor go to work the following day, they sneaked into the neighbor's house, put the rabbit back into its cage, and pretended nothing happened. At night, when the neighbor came back, the neighbor screamed so loud that everybody thought, what is wrong? What happened? And of course, these two kids thought, oh, she must have discovered that the rabbit was dead. So of course they went there to the neighbor, pretended nothing happened. They said, oh, what happened? What happened? And the neighbor says, The rabbit, the rabbit. I said, oh, the poor rabbit's dead. Said, no. He's been dead for 3 days. I buried him. Now he's back in the cage. What happened? Well, apparently the dog dug up the rabbit from the garden and gave it to the 2 kids. So dear graduates, if you make a mistake, let us know. Don't worry about it. The Lord of love loves unconditionally. So do your parents. We may get mad when you make a mistake, when you do something wrong, but rest assured that we will always be there to support you and love you. The Lord Jesus said in Matthew chapter 10, He said, I am sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore be shrewd as snakes and innocent as doves. What? The Lord Jesus is telling us to be like snakes? No. Okay, listen carefully. Be shrewd as snakes and innocent as doves. Meaning, let us be wise as a serpent. Be strategic. Huwag magpapaloko. But in your heart, be as innocent as doves. Do everything with a clear conscience and a pure heart. Do no harm and no malice to everyone. Be wise, but be innocent. You are ambassadors of the Bethel International School. The world does not know us. We are a small school in a provincial area. But through you, they will know you. And good or bad, it will depend on you. Amber and Joshua's friends, every time they come to Tacloban, they want to see Bethel because they know that they came from Bethel. They heard of Bethel through them, and so will your friends. So therefore, be good ambassadors because Bethel's reputation is literally in your hands. So are you fearful or are you excited to go to college? The parents may be fearful, but you should be excited. You should be excited. Joshua 1:9 says, be strong, be courageous, do not fear, do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. What a tremendously reassuring promise. So be excited. It's a new adventure. It's like going to the promised land. Friends, there's a new network of friends out there. Lifelong friends you might even find your lifelong partner in college, as many of us did. There will be new business connections, new network. You'll meet people better than you, wiser than you, and make friends with them. So it's an exciting time to make new friends. Family, I'm sure the parents will grudgingly accept that in college, you will become more mature, you will become more responsible, you will become more independent. And you know what? You will miss us. You'll miss your family. And and I'm sure the thing that you will miss the most is the convenience attached to having your family with you. The yayas, and the drivers, and everybody else. For teachers, sometimes you look at these teachers, you tend to get too familiar with them. In college, you have new teachers, they have new perspectives, they have new ideals, they will give you the skills that you need for your future. Learn from them. And you will go to a new environment. There's a big world out there, big world. There are areas for growth. Discover yourself, experience new wonders. Don't be afraid, be excited. For the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. You will call on me and pray to me and I will listen to you. When you seek me with all your heart, you will find me. So as we set our sights on the future, be better than us. Soar higher than your parents. Reach new and greater heights. Be a real Bethel eagle. Yet remain humble, remain faithful and obedient to the Lord. Grow in wisdom and stature and find favor with God and men. So graduates, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. As we entrust you to the Lord, we pray to the Lord that He will take care of you as He has always took care of you. So dear graduates, go with God. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yao Kasin. There's so much to think about and learn from your message. At this point, may I respectfully invite our beloved school principal, Ms. Lucy Sabal, to come forward and present the candidates for senior high school. She will be assisted by Ms. Faith Fernan, the 10th grade homeroom advisor.
May I invite Mr. Chan, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, to once again join me up here on stage to declare the graduation of the 10th grade students. Mr. Chan, it's a great honor and privilege to present to you tonight 23 young men and women from the 10th grade class. They have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the course and they're ready to go to senior high school. 10th grade students, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested upon me by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines and the Board of Trustees of Bethel International School, I hereby confirm you 10th grade students, graduates of Bethel International School for the school year 2017 to 2018. Congratulations.
Henry Hagay Kwak.
May we also ask our guest speaker for tonight, Mr. Jimmy Okasin, to also join us on stage.
Prince Ismail. Hee-Ju Kim. Jotham Piñano. Sean Kelmer Cabral. Romad Rimban. Simran Sidhu. John Rails Laurestine Uy. Nicolai Villegas. Mark Jason White. Pearl Alvarez. Frances Marie Valoro. Carla Banks. Janine coming forward. Alanis Campo. Julian May Castillejos. Rosamund Nina Hoffman. Helen Ham. I am very proud of you.
It has become a tradition at Bethel that the 10th grade class will compose their own song, lyrics, and melody. This year's incoming 11th grade students also composed their own song entitled You Are Worth It. Let us all give them a round of applause as they come up to the stage and sing their song. Thank you, 10th grade. May I respectfully invite our beloved school principal, Ms. Lucy Subal, to come back on stage and present the candidates for graduation from our senior high school. She'll be assisted by Ms. Ruena Liosa, the 12th grade homeroom advisor.
Mr. Willard Chan, Chairman of the Board of Trustees of Bethel International School, it really is a great joy and privilege to present to you tonight the first graduates of the senior high school program at Bethel International School 2017-2018. They have successfully, all of them, have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the course as stipulated by the Department of Education. Please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested upon me by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines and the Board of Trustees of Bethel International School, I hereby confirm you 12th grade students, graduates of Bethel International School for school year 2017 to 2018. Congratulations.
gentlemen, it is a joy and a privilege to announce the graduates of Senior High School Batch 2018. Sydney Siakso. Hee-chan Kim. Yajin Khan. Sophia May Lopez. Cristana Agnes Nical. Mira Angela Obalan. Aliana Lou Flyder. Congratulations, graduates, and to their parents as well.
Seniors, your homeroom teacher would like to give up her privilege to announce the honorees to me, so I am willing to do it. Let me call on the honoree Academic Excellence Award with highest honors, Sean Lester Ruiz. Could we ask the parents to please escort Sean up on the stage? Mrs. Letty Ruiz and Mrs. Stefano Ruiz, please go up with your son on stage. Sean has the following awards. Academic Excellence Award with highest honor. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like you to know that Sean is the second graduate to have achieved this honor with highest honors. The first one was Mr. Jim's daughter, Amber Yaukasin. So Sean is the second one to have gathered or earned the award with highest honors. Congratulations. Sean also has earned the Outstanding Performance Award for PE Boys, for Arts, Communication Arts. As well, he has the Deportment Excellence Award and the Effort Excellence Award. Marie Abuyabor. Could we ask Dr. Abuyabor and Dr. Abuyabor to please escort the daughter Angel up on stage? following awards: Academic Excellence with High Honors, Outstanding Performance in Science and Social Sciences. She also gets Department Excellence Award and Effort Excellence Award. Congratulations, Angel. Congratulations to the parents as well. Tyler Colleen Aguirre. May I ask the parents, Mr. Joey Aguirre and Gertie Aguirre, to please escort the one and only daughter up on stage. Earned for herself the Academic Excellence Award with High Honors. Congratulations to Kyla as well as to the mom and dad. I'd like to call on LK Kathleen Caminforte. Could you please, Neil and LK, escort your daughter up on stage? Kathleen has earned the Academic Excellence Award with High Honors. Congratulations, Kathleen, as well as to the parents, Mr. Caminforte and Mrs. Caminforte, Neil and Aki. Kim Hichan. Hichan Kim, please. May I ask Mr. and Mrs. Kim to please escort their son up on stage? Hichan has the Academic Excellence with High Honors. Earl Kennard Uy. May I ask Mr. Edward Ed and Kathleen Uy to please come up, Catherine Uy to please come up and escort their son up on stage. Gets the Academic Excellence Award with High Honors. Once again, congratulations, Leonard, and congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Uy. I'd like to call Mira Angela Oban. Could Mrs. Wita Obalan please escort her daughter up on stage? Mira gets the following awards: Academic Excellence with Honors and Outstanding Performance in PE for Girls. Congratulations, Mira, and congratulations, Miss Bala. I'd like to call Christina Agnes Nical. May I ask her parents, Mrs. Carla Nical, to please escort her daughter up on stage. Or Tana gets this award, Academic Excellence with Honors. Congratulations, Tana, and congratulations, Mrs. Nical. Congratulations again. I'd like to call Sophia May Lopez. Could Mr. and Mrs. Lopez please escort Sophia up on stage? Sophia has this award with honors, academic excellence. Once again, congratulations to Sophia and to Mr. and Mrs. Lopez. I'd like to call James Ron Manasarte. Mr. and Mrs. Manasarte, will you please escort James up on stage? James gets this award with honors, academic excellence. Congratulations, James, and congratulations to your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rizal. Please come up, Lance Gabriel too. Mr. and Mrs. You please escort your son up on stage. Lance gets this award, academic excellence with honors. Once again, congratulations Lance, and congratulations Mom and Dad. May I call on Aliana Lou Flyder. Mr. and Mrs. Flyder, Ms. Luke and Charmaine, could you please escort your daughter up on stage? Aliana gets the academic excellence with honors. Congratulations, Aliana. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Flyder. May I ask Sidney Siacho to please come up on stage with his parents, Mr. Ed Siacho and Dr. Siacho. Sidney Siacho gets this award, Academic Excellence with Honors. Congratulations, Sydney. And congratulations, Mom and Dad. I'd like to call on Yachin Khan. Mr. and Mrs. Khan, could you please escort your daughter up on stage? Yachin gets the Department Excellence Award.
Once again, congratulations to the awardees and to the proud parents as well. May I call on Angela Boyabor to deliver her salutatory address. A round of applause, please, as she comes forward.
The elementary student quietly sat at the back of the room as she watched the senior student go up on stage. Her face evidently showed awe and admiration as the student on stage wore her best smile while holding up her diploma. In her eyes, they were the exemplary leaders of the school who were ready to leave the portals of their alma mater. I can't wait to be a senior, she thought to herself. But one thing for sure was that she had a long and eventful way to go. Her voice could barely reach the back of the room when asked to read a Filipino excerpt. She was unassertive when it came to handling group activities. Usually, she confidently gave out wrong answers during science recitations. The apologetic smiles and the try again next time responses from her teachers every time she failed to exert more effort was almost an everyday routine. She wasn't the most ideal type of student, but deep inside, her heart yearned for progress. That student who needed a little more motivation was no other than myself. In a school that trained students to become godly world leaders, I did not seem to possess the perfect list of attributes that could make me one. I was not entirely confident in leading other people, and I constantly had trouble solving problems strategically. Compared to the senior students, I was like an apprentice who yet had much more to learn. At one point, I thought that I would never be good enough and fail the mission of my dear school. But little did I know, all the shortcomings I experienced showed me past my limits. Michael Dell, the CEO of Dell Technologies, once said, "It's through curiosity and looking at opportunities in new ways that we've always mapped our path. I began to become curious on how to transform myself into a student that Bethel would want to produce. I decided to change my mindset to take every learning opportunity as a chance to change for the better, whether it may be a stage performance or an unsuccessful science project. At the end of the day, I noticed that I would reflect on the lessons I've learned throughout the day, seeking God's wisdom and hoping to apply the lessons in my everyday life. Through the years, my classmates appreciably contributed to my growth as I learned how to work in harmony with others who possess different strengths and weaknesses. Slowly, I began to feel my heart burn with passion for learning and progress. Throughout the rest of my journey, I have encountered countless failures that made me feel like I was on the verge of giving up. However, Bethel did not train me to be a quitter. I was taught not to fear when I stumble or fail. I had to conquer every shortcoming with strength and, of course, with the guidance of God. With these two weapons, nothing could keep me at rock bottom. Despite the doubt that filled my head for many years and the downfalls I had to put up with, I realized the importance of determination, perseverance, and failure. Along the road, I was determined to push myself past my boundaries, and I figured out who I am. I knew that I no longer wanted to settle for mediocrity. I persevered despite all the challenges, just to keep the passion I had inside of me burning. That same passion for learning shaped me into the leader I am today. I have learned to believe in the potential of others, to go beyond borders, and to step out of my comfort zone in the pursuit of excellence. I thought the journey to being a transformed Bethel student was a piece of cake, but it definitely was the exact opposite. It takes time, perseverance, and determination to excel. Being a student taught me that nothing comes without a price. No one can achieve his or her goals without working hard. One always has to keep on trying. I may have had my fair share of stressful and hectic days, but I always made sure to never become weak and hopeless. Failure may have come along my path, but I would never have succeeded without it. It only made me hungry for progress. My passion was so much stronger than what failure had to offer. I tried my best and encountered my share of failures along the way. But my doubt nourished my courage, and my failures made me brave. To my beloved teachers at Bethel International School, all the way from kindergarten, our beloved school principal, Miss Luz Isabel, my fellow graduates, my dear friends, I thank you all for helping me become who I am today. To my parents, thank you for making my transformation complete. I could never, ever thank you enough. The shy, insecure student of long ago is long gone. Confidence, competence, and capability have taken their place in her life. Here I am today, speaking before you in the knowledge that I have grown up all these years, and yet still counting in my growing until God's purpose is fulfilled. Along with my fellow senior high school K-12 graduates, I am now ready to embark on the journey to college life, to show the world how much I have grown, and to conquer the unknown beyond the portals of our dear alma mater. And whatever is accomplished, to God alone be the glory. Once again, I thank you.
Thank you, Angel, for sharing your thoughts with us. Another important milestone in Bethel is the recognition of our students' efforts and dedication to honor God and their families by giving their best in their academic and non-academic work. Students from each grade level in the high school department will be awarded with various honors to be presented by each respective homeroom advisors. First up, it is my pleasure and honor to present to you the honorees from the 7th grade class of school year 2017-2018. May I call the first batch of awardees. Emmanuel Paul Esterninos, Jaden Phillips, Akbar Samach Luger Comidoy, Vivian Victoria Yuong, and Angelo Parado. Honorees, please come on stage. Emmanuel Paul Esterninos. This year, Eman has earned for himself the following awards: Academic Excellence with High Honors, Subject Excellence Awards on the following areas: Computer, Christian Formation, Filipino, Science, and Music. Congratulations, Emma. Jaden will receive the following awards: Academic Excellence with High Honors, Subject Excellence Awards in English, Civics and Culture, as well as in Mathematics. Congratulations, Jaden. Akbar Samach User Kamidoy. Samach this year will receive the Academic Excellence Award with Honors, as well as the Subject Excellence Award in Boys Physical Education. Congratulations, Samach. Victoria Vivian Yuong. Viv has earned for herself the Academic Excellence Award with Honors. She will also receive the Subject Excellence Award in Art. Congratulations, Viv. Angelo Parado. Angelo will receive the Academic Excellence Award with Honors. Congratulations, Angelo. The next batch of awardees: William Gabriel Ho, Chad Red Tomo, Aishana Andrea Vivero, and Mark Gerald Soyosa. Honorees, please come up on stage. This year, Gabriel will receive the Academic Excellence Award with Honors. He will also receive the Subject Excellence Award in TLE. Congratulations, Gabriel. Chad Red Tomo. Chad has earned for himself the Academic Excellence Award with Honors. Good job, Chad. Aishana Andrea Vivero. Ishana will receive the Academic Excellence Award with Honors. Congratulations, Ishana. Gerald Soyosa. This year, Mark will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Good job, Mark. May I call Ms. Regan Mentos, Homeroom Advisor for the 8th grade class, to present her awardees.
Indeed, it is an honor to present to you the awardees from the 8th grade class for the school year 2017 and 2018. May I now call on the first set of awardees: Trisha May Afable, Queen Trisha Castellano, Yun Trevor Uy, Simone K. Segovia, Jenny Moira Montes. Awardees, please come up on stage to receive your awards. Trisha May Afable. Trisha will receive the Academic Excellence Award with high honors. She will also receive the Subject Excellence Award in the following areas: Christian Formation, English, Filipino, Science, Computer, and Livelihood Education. She will also receive the Effort Excellence Award. Congratulations, Trish. Kim will receive the Academic Excellence Award with high honors. She will also receive the Subject Excellence Award in Civics and Culture. She will also receive the Effort Excellence Award. Congratulations, Kim. Yu Trevor Uy. This year, Yu has earned for himself the Academic Excellence Award with high honors. He will also receive the Subject Excellence Award in Mathematics. Congratulations, Yu. Simone K. Segovia. Simone will receive the Academic Excellence Award with high honors. She will also receive the Subject Excellence Award in Music, as well as the Effort Excellence Award. Congratulations, Simone. Jenny Moira Montes. Jenny has earned for herself the Academic Excellence Award with high honors. She will also receive the Effort Excellence Award. Congratulations, Jenny. May I now call on the next set of awardees: Michaela Olaivar, Christine Ray Corsiga, Justin King Wilberforce, Yaukasi, Nathaniel Grande, Floyd Johan Lopez. Awardees, please come up on stage to receive your awards. Michaela will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors, as well as the Effort Excellence Award. Congratulations, Michaela. Christine Ray Corsiga. Christine will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. She will also receive the Subject Excellence Award for Girls Physical Education. Congratulations, Christine. Justin King, Wilberforce, Yaukasi. King will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, King. Nathaniel Grande. Nathan has earned for himself the Academic Excellence Award with honors, as well as the Subject Excellence Award for Boys Physical Education. Congratulations, Nathan. Floyd Johan Lopez. Floyd has earned for himself the Academic Excellence Award with honors, as well as the Subject Excellence for Art. Congratulations, Floyd. Once again, congratulations to the awardees and the supportive parents as well. May I now call on the 9th grade advisor, Ms. Marcilia, to present the 9th grade awardees.
It is my great pride and honor to present to you the 9th grade honorees for school year 2017 to 2018. Jeremy Wen Kiefer Yokasin. In absentia, Crystal Ann Pangilan. Inka Garrido. Mary Chris Narbonita. Windrose Vazuela. And Julian Franco. Honorees, please come up on stage. Jeremy Wynn Kiefer Yaukasin. This year, Kiefer will receive the following awards: Academic Excellence with high honors, Subject Excellence in the following areas: Mathematics, Civics and Culture, and Science. He will also receive the Effort Excellence Award. Congratulations, Keith. In absentia, Crystal Ann Pangilan. Crystal has earned for herself the following: Academic Excellence Award with high honors, Subject Excellence Awards in Christian Formation, Computer and Physical Education Girls. She will also receive the Deportment and Effort Excellence Award. Inka Garrido. This year, Inka will receive the following: Academic Excellence Award with high honors, Subject Excellence Awards in Livelihood Education and Music. She will also receive the Deportment Excellence Award. Congratulations, Inka. Mary Chris Narbonita. Mary Chris has earned for herself the Academic Excellence Award with high honors, Subject Excellence Awards in English and Filipino. She will also receive the Deportment Excellence Award. Congratulations, Mary Chris. Windrose Ann Plazuela. Windrose will receive the Academic Excellence Award with high honors. Congratulations, Windrose. Julian Franco. This year, Julian will receive the Academic Excellence Award with high honors. Congratulations, Julian. May I call on the second batch of 9th grade awardees? Charles Roy Phillips Jr., Lawrence Dave Orillo, Noreen Marie Stanislao, Isabella Beatriz Redulia, and Angelica Lyle Chan. Awardees, please come up on stage. Phillips Jr. Charles has earned for himself the Academic Excellence Award with high honors. Congratulations, Charles. Lawrence Dave Corillo. As a new student, Lawrence will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, Lawrence. Noreen Marie Stanislao. Noreen will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, Noreen. Isabella Beatriz Redulia. This year, Bea will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, Bea. Angelica Lyle Chan. As a new student, Angelica will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, Angelica. May I call on the last batch of awardees for the 9th grade? Alexis Jomel Bolito. Julian Denise Riel. Catherine Claire Manlangit. In absentia, Edwin Anthony Manyas. And Nasruddin Villegas. Please come up on stage. Alexis Jomel Bolito. Alexis has earned for himself the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, Alexis. Julian Denise Riel. JD will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, JD. Catherine Claire Manlangit. This year, Casey will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, Casey. In absentia, Edwin Anthony Manyas. Edwin will receive the Subject Excellence Award in Physical Education Boys. Nasruddin Villegas. This year, Nas has earned for himself the Subject Excellence Award in Art. Congratulations, Nas. Congratulations to the 9th grade awardees and to the parents as well. Now may I ask Ms. Faith Fernand to present the 10th grade awardees.
It is indeed with great joy and honor that I present to you the 10th grade awardees. Let me call the first set of awardees. We have Alaika Janine Caminforte. Jason White. Henry Hagay Kwak. And Santipi Glenn Quinteros. Hiju Kim. Awardees, please come up on stage. Alaika Janine Caminforte. This year, Alaika has earned for herself the following awards. Academic Excellence Award with high honors. She will also receive the following Subject Excellence Award. Civics and Culture, English, Computer, Livelihood Education, and Physical Education for Girls. Great job, Alaika. Mark Jason White. This year, Jason will receive the following awards. Academic Excellence Award with high honors. He will also receive Subject Excellence Award in the following subject areas: Filipino, Christian Formation, and Science. Congratulations, Jason. Henry Hagay Kwa. This year, Hagay will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, Hagay. Santipi Glenn Punteros. Santipi will receive the following awards. Academic Excellence Award with honors. She will also receive Subject Excellence Award in Music. Congratulations, Santipi. Hee-Ju Kim. Hee-Ju will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. He will also receive the Subject Excellence Award in Mathematics. Way to go, Hee-Ju. May I call on the next set of awardees. We have Supli Sidhu, Nick Prince Ismail, Dashlyn Sidhu, Alanis Campo, Roslyn Nina Hoffman, and Nikolai Villegas. Awardees, please come up on stage to receive the awards. This year, Sup will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, Supreme. Nick Prince Ismail. Prince will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Good job, Prince. Dashlyn Sidhu. This year, Dash will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, Dash. Alanis Campo. Alanis will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Congratulations, Alanis. Rosemary Nina Hoffman. Rose will receive the Subject Excellence Award in Art. Good job, Rose. Nikolai Villegas. This year, Coco will receive the Subject Excellence Award in Physical Education Boys. Congratulations, Coco. Congratulations, awardees, and to the proud and supportive parents as well. I now call on 11th grade home advisor, Mrs. Efrida Leones, to present her awardees.
It is my pride tonight to announce to you the awardees of the 11th grade class. Janine Kayla Yaukasin, Mariel Ann Wiki, Teresa Shong Manchu, Raquel Rose Villegas, in absentia Mark Justin Madriaga, in absentia Hans Tristan Uy, Joshua Joseph Baloro, and Laika Denise Limchaiko. Please come to the stage. Kailaya Kasin. She will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. She is also getting outstanding performance in social sciences and communication arts. She also earned the Deportment Excellence Award. Congratulations, Kai. Mariel Ann Oikim. Mariel will get the Academic Excellence Award with honors. And she is also has the outstanding performance in mathematics, science, and also the Deportment Excellence Award. Good job, Mariel. Teresa Shockman Chu. Essa will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. She is also receiving the Deportment Excellence Award. Congratulations, Essa. Raquel Rose Villegas. RR will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. She is also receiving the Outstanding Performance in Girls Athletics and also the Deportment Excellence Award. Congratulations, R. In absentia, Mark Justin Madriaga will receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. He is also receiving the Deportment Excellence Award. In absentia, Hans Tristan Uy will also receive the Academic Excellence Award with honors. Joshua Joseph Baloro. JJ will receive the Outstanding Performance in Arts in Boys Athletics. He is also receiving the Deportment Excellence Award. Congratulations, Jay. Laika Therese Limchaiko. Laika will receive the Deportment Excellence Award. Congratulations, Laika. Congratulations to the 11th company and to the proud parents.
Let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to the stage our first senior high school valedictorian as he addresses his fellow graduates and the rest of us with his valedictory address. Let us welcome to the stage Sean Lester Ruiz.
As I come before you this evening, I cannot help but stand in awe of us all and reflect upon how we have come this far in our life's journey. Believe it or not, I can't even exactly remember my first steps into the halls of Bethel. I was too young. Mr. Willard Chan, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, members of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Luz V. Sabal, our beloved school principal, parents, teachers, guests, and fellow graduates, good evening to you all. So here I am, quite baffled and slightly perplexed, grateful but equally anxious, excited but ironically terrified at the same time. How did I end up here? I entered Bethel as early as kindergarten, not knowing what to expect. All I knew was that kids had to go to school, so I complied. Some days I was excited, but at other times, I have to admit I cried, simply because all I wanted to do was play all day. However, I vividly remember, as if in a trance, that even way back when I knew very little, my pre-elementary days had already molded me to become a dreamer. I drift back to one of my earliest memories that served as a building block towards the foundation of my personality. This was during our very first field trip as a class. I clearly recall going to a pizza chain, making my own little pizza, and as a very young child, that moment seemed surreal, like magic and enchantment, purely fascinating. Watching that tiny pizza I crafted come out of the oven, I was already convinced that dreams do come true. Nothing can stand in the way of me accomplishing my goals, achieving my ambitions, and most importantly, fulfilling my purpose in life. Classmates, imagine the transitions we all have made in this short 14-year span of time. From wishing to just get over with high school, to actually passing top universities, and from silly classroom drawings to out-of-the-country travels. Realizing that from everything that has happened through kindergarten, elementary, high school, and senior high, we are left with nothing but the memories. At the end of the day, we can't just look back to all our past experiences as simply the past. Because if I were to walk out today with that mindset, then how am I to say that I am a dreamer? Dreaming is not confining our thoughts to ideas from our history. Dreaming is creating a reality that we want, only that it's waiting to happen. The challenge for each of us in this auditorium today is how to flip this thought of a graduation ending that we can only look back on into a new vision of what we want to become in 5, 10, 15 years from now. For after all, graduates, it will not be our past accomplishments that will define who we are. Rather, it is what we are going to do as alumni of Bethel International School. We had come to school because we wanted to achieve a dream of being a doctor, a pilot, an entrepreneur, and today, we are now closer to attaining these aspirations more than ever. Bethel has long served as our training ground for a more demanding world. And forever, we will continue to carry out and uphold the fact that we are Bethel Eagles, ready to soar and reach greater heights. Remember, student life hasn't been all rainbows and butterflies, but it's the tough and arduous times that add the color. Life is never easy for a dreamer. Achieving our dreams will be the hardest thing we will ever try to do. And I believe I speak for the entire class that we cannot be anyone or anything without the guidance of our teachers and most especially our families, our parents. Thank you for envisioning what we could not see in ourselves and imagining a brighter future for us. We never have all the answers, but we know that God always does. I will always remember how faith, even as small as a mustard seed, can move mountains. Nothing will be impossible with God. Perhaps what I say now may sound to be a bit cliche, but let's dream big and enjoy the journey of the unknown. No regrets, simply pure faith in God. In closing, I quote Christopher Reeve. So many of our dreams at first seem impossible, then they seem improbable, and then, when we summon the will, they soon become inevitable. I believe that all of us here are bound to reach our dreams, but we can never reach anything if we never dream it. For we are only as big as our dreams. So here I am, still quite baffled and slightly perplexed, still grateful but equally anxious, still excited but ironically terrified at the same time. Where do I want to end up? My answer is the simple fulfillment of our dreams. With a great sense of determination and persistence, we will reach the pinnacle of success, but only by God's grace and mercy. Thank you. I would like you to know that it has been a long tradition for the senior class to compose their own song. At this point, I would like to invite my classmates to join me on stage as we sing our very own composition, Soaring High.
Graduates, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. As a graduate of Bethel International School, I pledge my undying loyalty to Bethel. By upholding the Christian values, which my mentors have taught me. As I step out of the portals of my dear alma mater, I will continue to become a model of influence. by making godly choices in whatever I do, wherever I am, and when all over the world I roam. Bethel will forever be my home. So help me God.
Special ladies here with us tonight to lead our graduates in reciting the alumni oath. Please put your hands together for Miss Isabel Lahu, Bethel alumna from batch 2013.
Graduates, please raise your hand and repeat after me. I, a member of class 2018, do hereby solemnly swear to uphold the mission and vision of Bethel International School, nurturing her development, taking active involvement in all alumni affairs, and programs in cooperation with other alumni. I trust that all who come behind me will find me faithful. As I let my shine through godly values, so help me God. Congrats, graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Bethel's first batch of senior high school graduates from batch 2018. I got overexcited. Were we able to catch it? Okay. A round of applause, please. Graduates, you may now go back to your seats. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Bethel gives special awards every now and then on top of our traditional awards. Miss Isabel will present to us these special awards. Get ready for your house team yell.
I'd like to start with the Loyalty Awards. Since we started in 2001-2002, we have seen our students from kindergarten, first grade class stay and grow up in Bethel. For this school year 2017-2018, we will have graduated the 5th set of students from high school and onwards to senior high. I'd like to ask the parents of the following students to please escort the child up on stage to don his or her loyalty award. Before I do this, a parent came to me and said, "Miss, shouldn't we also get an award? We've been loyal to the school, not just our children." Which is true, and I said, that's something to think about. Well, we will probably get better for parents to be loyal to the school as well all these years. Tyla Aguirre, Tyla Colleen Aguirre, Jen, Joe, and Girlie, please come up. You don't have to wear your cap anymore. In other words, they've been here since kindergarten or first grade. Tyla's been here since kindergarten. 14 years of Bethel. Can you imagine that, guys? They thought they'd only go up to 12. When the Philippines came up, they came to 12. And they were willing to stay 14 years of that life. Can you come up? Getting ready. Kathleen coming 40 and parents. Thank you for your loyalty to Bethel. Again, 14 years. Oh, Kathleen started in K2, she's 13 years here. Loyalty Award To the daughter, and loyalty award in spirit to the parents. I'd like to call on Dominic Lahu. Mr. and Mrs. Lahu, would you please come up? Yes. It's going to be Mr. Lahu and Isabel, the sister. 14 years for Dominic. As they go up, may I say this? The Lahus, all of 4 children, graduated from here. You know the oldest, Isabel? She just graduated, well not just, she graduated already from LaSalle. The second child, Alvin, is in Ateneo. The third child, Alvin graduates today in Ateneo, that's why the mother is not here. And then there's a sister in LaSalle, and Dominic is the last. We call him the last of the Lahus, but we're waiting for the grandchild from any one of them. And it cannot be Dominic.
Not yet, not yet.
Isabel's maybe. So at this point, I'd like to say thank you to the Lahu family. For all these years, they've been supportive, they've been committed to being parents of the school all the way. So it's truly, there should be a little award for the parents as well. Next, James Malazarte. 12 years, James started in 1st grade. And Adonis, please come up. Loyalty award to the parents and the children, the son as well. Next, 14 years of Bethel. Aliana Flyder. Mr. and Mrs. Flyder, please come up. Congratulations. And we still have other Flyder kids, by the way. So it's going to be a long wait for the grandchild. Parents, as we watch them, I'd like you to know that I've seen them all since they were in kindergarten. And now I see them leave the school. So it's quite having a feeling of wow, when they're going to come back, they're going to be tall ladies, successful gentlemen. Wow, that's 14 years indeed. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Flyder. Loyalty award, in spirit to the parents, a medal for the daughter. Next, another loyalty award, Sean Ruiz. Betty, loyalty award next year when we get the grandchild. Betty and Steph Ruiz, please come up. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Ruiz, when I asked Miss Ruiz, she said, "You finally graduated." And I said, "We wait until we get your grandchild." Congratulations to you, Letty and Steph. This Lance due. Please come up with your parents, Lance. Another student, 14 years in his background with Bethel. Mr. and Mrs. Chu will join the medal of their son. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your commitment to Bethel. We appreciate that. Congratulations. Right. They're excited. It's not just the children. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you an idea of which of our students have made it to the, well, I think you know because it's on the bulletin board or the billboard outside. But through the years, you've always recognized Bethel graduates from high school who applied for admission to the 4 leading universities in the country, namely University of the Philippines, Ateneo de Manila, La Salle, and the University of Santo Tomas. For school year 2017-2018, the first senior high graduates who have been accepted are as follows. Will you please come up? First, Hichan Kim. I would like for him to come up because he's been admitted to the University of California in Berkeley. Because I'm mentioning school from abroad, I'd like to call in again Sean Ruiz. He's also been accepted at the University of California, Irvine. As well, Sean was accepted, or his application was accepted, or his test, he passed the test at the Ateneo de Manila, University, de La Salle University, and of course, University of California in Irvine. Now, we'll be curious, like what Mr. Yukasin told us, if they ask the will of God, I wonder which university they'll be in next year. So I'd like to ask again, did you really ask the will of God, or are you asking the will of God? Okay, Angel Abuyabor, sweetheart, can you please come up? Angel Abuyabor, she knew she was going to only one university, but she said, I just want to know if I will pass, if I take all 4 exams. And truly she did. University of the Philippines, Ateneo de Manila University, De La Salle University, and University of Santo Tomas. She thinks she's going to UST, but again, like what Mr. Yukasin said, will you ask God's will on your life, on your schooling? Kathleen, coming forward, please come up, darling. Again, ladies and gentlemen, parents, especially of the lower grades, something to aspire for. She also passed in the 4 big universities. University of the Philippines, Ateneo de Manila University, De La Salle University, and University of Santo Tomas. She says she's going to Ateneo de Manila. Sydney Chacho. Sydney only took 2 tests and he passed both universities. Sydney passed Ateneo de Manila and De La Salle University. Kristana Nikal, 2 universities, University of the Philippines and De La Salle University. Aliana Leider, De La Salle University and University of Santo Tomas. Come up next, Lance 2. He only took 3 universities tests and he passed all 3. University of the Philippines, De La Salle University, and University of Santo Tomas. Kyla Colleen Aguirre, okay? Kyla took 4, University of the Philippines, Ateneo de Manila University, De La Salle University, and University of Santo Tomas. Okay, we promise you, ladies and gentlemen, 3 more, and then we can go for dinner. Okay. This time, we'd like to give an award that this person, as you know, is going to be given today. This particular award is given every year. It's given when we see that there's a student who deserves to be given such. It is given to the student who has shown sportsmanship and enthusiasm in participating in all the sports events of Bethel. James Malasardi, please come up to claim your athletics award. I think, James, you were in basketball, you were in soccer, you were in volleyball, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, annually, every year, an award is given to recognize the computer whiz in high school. This award is given by the Tech Factor Publishing Company. This is given to a 10th grade this time. This year, in 2017-2018, the Tech Factor Computer Awardee goes to Alaika coming forward. Right now, congratulations. Mrs. Manzanero, I would like, okay, she'll go to the middle of the stage. She's very proud that the Student Council donated a no trophy for the House Team Award. Okay, Ms. Manzanero.
Yes, and of course, again another sign. What team am I part of? Samson, okay, but I'm not here to announce the winner, but Mrs. Sowell will do the honors of presenting the, if we have sharp eyes, the name of the team is right there. This year's overall champion house team. The award goes to Gideon from the Gideon. Giving a David team. Parang desperation yun ah. Samson team. And Joshua team. The award goes to the Joshua team. House team leader from the Joshua, please pass to the stage. That will be Dominic and congratulations! And Eugene, the red team is on stage. Again, may I announce that the trophy is donated by the Student Council led by Thai Library as the president.
Okay, well, we stand there, guys, because we have had this house team policy or practice for so many years. Mr. Yokasin, could you read the different champions through the years in the back?
We started with 2003-2004 Samson, 2004 Gideon, 2005 David, then David, and then starting 2008 to 2009, we had Samson, and Samson. Then we had the Gideon team, 2011 to 2012, David team, 2012 to 2013, then Joshua team, 2013 to 2014, then a tie with David and Joshua in 2014 and 2015, Gideon team last year, Gideon team 2015 to 2016, and last year Joshua team, and this year Joshua team again. Congratulations.
We're almost hitting our dinner tables. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our full attention to Mr. Peter Barber, Campus Pastor, as he closes this evening's ceremony with an important message for all of us, as well as a special prayer for our senior high school graduates.
Thank you.
Well, it's been a long day, so I won't make this much longer. Essentially, I have a message for myself and for my father, who's in America right now. I've had the privilege this year of being the campus pastor, and with that job, I've been able to help build character and values in the lives of your students. I've been thoroughly impressed with what I've been able to see throughout this year. I have not, although my parents are here, I wasn't really a part of observing Bethel students throughout my life, so this is really my first experience of seeing what Bethel students are like. I've really been surprised and amazed. For some of my classes, I collect chapel journals, and this year we've been doing chapel topics, everything from loving your enemies, to forgiveness, to dealing with addictions and challenges like that, self-control, all sorts of things. And it's been incredible to see how well the students, just from coming here on a Wednesday for 25, 30 minutes, really grasp these deep, important concepts. Because as parents, you guys really want, I know, to build up your children to be people of character, leaders, people of values, and as they go off into college, although their academic awards are great and their successes are great, what really determines someone's long-term success is more often things like hard work, determination, honesty, and good character. And it's been excellent to observe just what type of students you guys have raised. So I want to thank all of you parents for doing the hard work of raising these somewhat, or oftentimes challenging students. Just kidding. I've learned from some of these guys it can be tricky, just kidding. But anyways, it's been really fun and a true pleasure to be a part of your children's lives. And as my prayer for them is that as they go on from this place, go off to college, that they really hold on to those truths. Because I know a lot of these students are smart enough that they know how to give all the right answers when they're asked. But my prayer is that they really hold on to these truths in their heart. And it wasn't just something they were writing down so they could get a check mark on their paper, but they really grasp it. Now, really quickly, I just want to make some exciting announcements about some things in Bethel's future coming up. I have some photos here from my father. As many of you guys know, we've just purchased a new property. There's only one property adjacent to Bethel's current area that actually fits what we would need. And John, if I could get that photo, I just numbered them 1, 2, 3, so number 1. But off to the side here, if you can see here, there's a red line. So we're right here in Kanluran building, and there's a giant, it's almost 70 meters wide, giant rectangle off to the side that we've just purchased, and it's been finalized, and we have that property. What we have to do next is, obviously, since it's swamp, fill it so that we can start building on it. We've got some exciting plans for that property, one being a women's soccer field, so that both men and, or the boys and the girls team can practice and have games at the same time. It won't be quite as large as our current field, but it's going to be about right here. We'll see a picture later of what it's going to look like. Here's another angle of where the property is going to be. So we'll have one soccer field right here and another one right to the side. And as you can tell, this current auditorium is quite crammed, and if any of you guys still bring lunch to your students, you might notice just how small our cafeteria is. And our next construction project will be a 3-story building just to the left of this building here. If you've ever noticed the little outcroppings from the side of the building, those are planned to be future bridges over to a building. So you don't have to go downstairs, go out of the air conditioning and walk, but you just walk straight across. And that 3-story building will have a cafeteria, on the first floor, a new library on the second floor, and on the top floor, an auditorium. So this is an idea of what the plans will look like, with Kanluran building right here, We'll have the new soccer field. We'll have tennis courts for anyone that likes tennis, and a new 3-story building here. Now, some of you guys may know the future plans for the other areas, but I'm not really announcing those today. But essentially, my dad's currently in the States trying to raise support, because as you guys know, tuition for the school only really covers the day-to-day activities. Any new construction and development is by donations. So as parents, I know many of you guys have been here through the years. Some of you guys are moving on since your kids are graduating, but I challenge all of you guys to consider if you've been inspired by the results of what Bethel's been able to do in the lives of these kids, just how many have been able to graduate and pass all these different tests from the greatest schools in the country. And not only that, but seeing the multiple intelligences of leadership, speech, performance, songwriting, and it's truly a talented group of students. And in order to continue developing that well-rounded education at Bethel, we need to add new facilities. So I challenge you guys to consider helping us fill the property to the left. If you've got younger daughters rising up that want to play some soccer, we're going to need to fill that land. But my dad will be back. For those of you who are wondering, when does the superintendent come back? He'll be back around July 10th. So he'll be here in time to prepare for everything next year. We don't currently have any deadlines on these construction projects because we're still raising the support. But it's exciting to see Bethel continue to grow as a school, and hopefully once we build that new 3-story building, it's going to clear up this space in Kanluran to add more classrooms. So ultimately we'll be able to have 7 new classrooms once we've removed the library and auditorium, so that we can start adding a 2nd grade for each level. But as we close for the night, I know it's all exciting to see what's next, and it's really exciting to see what's next in these students' lives. If we could all stand, I'll do our closing prayer. And again, I just want to say thank you once again for all the students, the way you've impacted me through not only your intelligence, your excitement, your enthusiasm, but your leadership, determination, and character qualities. And thank you, parents, for all of you who came to support your kids. How cool is it to have kids graduating at the same time? I know that's challenging for the Laohus, but they sent one parent both ways. I'm so glad you guys could be here supporting your kids. It really, truly makes a difference. And I encourage you guys as they go off to college that you'd continue, although they might be on the other side of the country, to show your support, show up for those key moments, those games, those awardings, and all of those things. But let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for a wonderful celebration tonight, Lord. I pray that these students would truly grasp their accomplishment, this new step in their life where they're stepping on to a new season, a season of independence, a season with a lot of challenges, fears, but also much excitement, Lord. I just pray that what they've learned in this school would not just be knowledge in their head, but principles they would carry with them in their heart. That they would not leave Tacloban and forget about their friends here and forget about following up and calling their parents on the weekend, or forget about visiting, but they would continue to hold on to those truths. I know that you've gifted so many students with a variety of gifts and talents, and academic excellence is just one facet. I pray that the students here that might not have won awards or might not have excelled in the way they thought, that they would truly understand that their identity is not in that, and that you've gifted them in their own individual way, and that they can live a full life with their gifts. And for those that did excel, Lord, I know that so many students have great pressure on them And I would pray that they truly grasp and are proud of their accomplishments, Lord. I pray for the parents here that they would truly be able to express what's in their heart, their tears of pride and joy for their children moving on to the next stage in life. That they would truly be able to express just how proud they are for the determination and the work their kids have put in for so many years. And for the students, that they would really receive that and let that fill them up and energize them as they move from this place, that this wouldn't be a miss of expectation or a letdown where they feel like they would have failed. But even if they did not hit the goal that they set, Lord, I pray that it would not cause them to set lower goals, but that they would just work harder at the next goal. Thank you again for this time. And as we go from this place and celebrate, I pray for safety over the families. I pray for those that were not able to be here and celebrate with their children, that they would be able to connect with them later. And I pray especially for the seniors as they go on to such a new stage in life, such full of challenges, excitements, and joys, that they would really go on strengthened. Lord, I pray that you continue to bless them and fill them with your love. We pray all these things in the name of Jesus. Amen.
May you please take your seats. Thank you, Mr. Barber. Graduates, please stand and face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome again our very own first batch of senior high school graduates as they lead us in the singing for the last time of the Bethel hymn. 10th grade students, please stand and face the audience as well. Ladies and gentlemen, our incoming 11th grade students. Don't leave yet for your class picture, 10th grade and seniors. Awardees, please continue singing the song. Maybe we should hear it from the Joshua team, the champion team. Thank you, parents, guests, grandparents, for coming. May I ask the 10th grade class to please come back to the stage for your class picture.